Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to HGHx. Happy birthday to you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that was my shout out to HGHx. Happy birthday, bro. And yeah, this is game 2 of the PsiStorm Cup. Now, I did get it wrong yesterday. This is not hosted by Malaysia. This is actually hosted by Australia. Stupid me. I completely got the competitions mixed up. This is Western Digital's PsiStorm, and they are promoting their Velociraptor hard drive. I'm going to include the link down below to the Team Liquid thread that has all the information about the Velociraptor from Western Digital. So you guys make sure you check them out. They are sponsoring this 5,000, not Singapore dollars, 5,000 Australian dollar tournament. And each of these players are guaranteed at least $1,250, and the first prize player will get $1,750. Now, Oxygen went for a very interesting play. He went proxy Reapers on Scrap Station, which actually he put it in a very unusual spot, and Glade wasn't ready for it, and was able to deny Glade's early expansion. But the thing was, I had to say, was he didn't follow up that harass with something that did economic damage. He tried to go Hellions. Glade's map awareness basically prevented all of that, and then he tried Banshees again. Glade's awareness prevented all of that. So all those minerals and all those gas sunk into these harassment units like Hellions and Banshees is not what you want in your main force. And he didn't do damage, and Glade was basically able to out-macro him and steamroll. But Glade is going to be happy. He is going to come into the base. He's going to see something very standard. Supply depot for 4 racks. He is going to throw a 14 pool. Most likely going to get 15 hatch. And this, we are ironically going to see a standard game on the shortest rush distance. Scrap Station is known for such a... Look at how close these bases are. Your natural is very, very easily defended because it is high ground. Siege tanks over here and here is very, very nice. You can put spine crawlers over here also to defend the ram. You can put spine crawlers here and here also to defend. So this is a very, ironically, even though it's such a short map, it's a very turtle-friendly map. And actually nowadays, you can see a lot of players will actually break this rocks and take the third because, yet again, the third is on high ground. You put static defenses up here, and it's so strong. So look at that. Oxygen Glade is going to basically make his drone inside the base and basically force out an early marine because he doesn't want this drone to get any kind of scouting information. Glade is going to let that extractor finish. Going to basically make this marine spend about $300 in bullets, not shooting this extractor non-stop. And look at that. The drones are not going to be able to scout because there are marines peppering away at this extractor. But he has some links out. He's going to see this early factory. But look at the timing on that. On the production tab, we already have a Bailing's Nest halfway. We don't have any speed. And look at that. Glade is saving that gas. So this is very unusual, man. Glade is going to come up there. He's going to check. There is going to be only a single supply depot. Right now, Oxygen needs to know, okay, there are links coming up early. I need to put a bunker right here, right now. Or he's going to have a lot of links in his base. The thing is, his links move faster than Marines. You see, this Zergling moves at 2.95, and the Marine only moves at 2.25. So Zerglings will catch up to Marines and kill them, even though they don't have speed, because obviously right now it's so early in the game. The Marines have no stim pack, and this Hellion is going to come out. And oh no, he's going to go for a timing attack. This is really bad. One Bailey kills every single Marine. He needs to raise this supply depot. He does. The Bailings are exploding against the supply depot, but with one Hellion and against 7 Lings and 1 Bailing, this is going to spell a lot of trouble. The Hellion is faster than these Lings, but the Bailing is going to go okay, these Lings are quickly picking off all these weak SCVs. Glade leaves. Wow, wasn't able to micro because he was trying to micro his SCVs. There are so many harvesters going down, and there are even more Lings flooding in. Oxygen very wisely is blocking it off with another building, but this Ling able to pick up one more kill, and yeah, this is such economic harass. The supply depot does go down. He needs to micro this Hellion. This Hellion needs to do its part. Very wisely, Oxygen, he knows the supply depot is not enough health, because remember, the building builds as fast as it's a percentage build, and since the barracks has more health, it builds faster. And man, these Hellions are doing a good job. This Hellion has 4 kills. These Hellions need to be over here. And they're going to roast away all these Zerglings away, but the damage has been done. Looking on the units lost, Oxygen has lost 17 units, and yeah, some of them are Marines, but most of them are SCVs. And looking on the harvester count, Oh, actually, look at that. He's only 3 harvesters ahead. Glade is only 3 harvesters ahead. It's because he spent all his lava on Zerglings, and only now he's getting his expansion. And Oxygen's command center is already up. So I think Glade overcommitted to that a little bit, because he only had 1 Baneling that survived. So yeah, the Baneling exploded among the workers, but none of the workers died. He had to basically sacrifice his 6 links that were left over to individually click on his SCVs and do damage. And then the Hellion did go down, but it wasn't that big of a loss. Like, yeah, he lost 10 units, but he did lose a lot of lava, a lot of lava spending on those Zerglings. And remember, all those lava, every 2 Zerglings could have been a drone. So Glade is not that far ahead. And these Hellions, right now they are only Zerglings. And they are speedlings, so they are going to be able to surround these Hellions very nice and easy. But it's going to come down to the micro of Glade. Glade, he's going to run, shoot. He's trying to get the surround. He is not going to get the surround. Look at him, micro this 1 Hellion very nicely. And all these Hellions are so low, but they are staying alive. And fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. Oxygen excels at micro play. Like, Oxygen's micro is insane. If you ever watch any of his Warcraft 3 and Dota games, and now there are 4 Hellions. This Hellion has 10 kills. He is a sergeant. This one has 4 kills. This one has 1. And once again, the micro is going to come down. These Hellions are roasting more away, and look at that, him microing all these weak Hellions. He doesn't lose a single Hellion. And where is that sergeant? This sergeant, there's a corporal here. There's 11 kills. And looking at the production tab, wow, did he even see these star points looking on Glade's site? Yes, he does see the double star point. He is getting these spore crawlers, and he's going to be ready for these banshees. But once again, I'm going to have to disagree with Oxygen's play. He's going the same build every single game. It's going to be an early push with MM into Hellion harass. No, sorry, what am I talking about? It's going to be an early push with marine with barracks units, then an early push with factory units, now an early push with starport, and it's the same thing all the way. And look at that, Glade has to counter these. There are not many drones here, so it's not going to be susceptible to a Hellion run by. These roaches are going to block from all the drones in the main. You don't want your Hellions in the main. And actually, these banshees right now, if they could pick off these roaches, the base would be free. For these 4 Hellions. Where are these Hellions? These Hellions are, yeah, these 4 Hellions. But actually, Oxygen is going to go for the drones. Oh, man. He should be using these Hellions. He should be using these Banshees to scout. And no, this is not where you want to go. These Hellions have no backup, and they are going to fall to these Roaches. Roaches are very good counters. And they are going to get 3 kills, these Hellions, but 4 kills, but 4 Hellions for 4 drones. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. And look, there are, yeah, you could pick off this Evo chamber, you could pick off this gas, you could fly your Banshees over here, pick off the spawning pool and the Roachborn, but, yeah, I don't know, man, but, Oxygen is Oxygen. He's a very good player. Look at that. Like I said, he always loves this build. He gets barracks for either early Marauders or Reapers, then he goes into Factory for the Hellions, then he goes into Starports, and he has this wonky build that I've not seen from any other Terran player. He has his Viking, his Banshees, he's going to get some Medvacs out eventually, and then he's going to go with this mixed force, some tanks, some Marines, some Marauders, and right now Glade is so far ahead. He is 10 Harvesters ahead. And once the macro of Glade is going to kick in, he's going to produce a ton of roaches, Zerglings, Banelings. We might see some Infestors, some Ultralists this game, but look at the timing of this push. Right now, Glade has nothing. Looking on the armies tab is 300. Well, actually, he just made a whole bunch of Banelings, so that's why they disappeared off the unit tab. But it's going to be 400 over 1,005, and more importantly, he has 2 tanks with Siege Tech and 3 tanks with Siege Tech. So it's really going to come down to the placement of these Banelings. If these Banelings are going to be able to kill these Marines, there's going to be no support for these tanks, and these tanks are going to get chewed apart by these Roaches, because Roaches do very well against tanks if you spread them out. Yeah, they take the full 50 damage, but Roaches are they are the Zerg tank unit, and right now Glade just needs to buy time to get that army tab up and coming. He has 4 links, 3 roaches, and 1 baneling on the way. But the thing is the roaches don't have speed. They are taking free shots as they pop up from their cocoons. But wow, this is a very, very tense moment. It's going to come down to the placement. The